Hello guys, it's JC. I am doing a pickup card today on who is your soulmate, and we're going to get some details on your soulmate, whether they're coming in. Maybe some of you are already with them, but Riley is going to help. Say hello. Say hello. Who's your soulmate? Mommy is your soulmate. Okay, that's awesome. He just had dinner, so thanks, Riley. Thank you for that. Okay, are we ready? If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hello, I'm JC. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and psychic. And if you're returning to my channel, hello. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for your support. If you haven't checked me out on TikTok, go and follow me there. It'd be great. Greatly appreciate the follow. I do post a little bit more on there just because the readings are a little bit, I can do shorter ones and kind of just fit them in where my schedule allows. So, but today we have a couple little figurines here. This is pile 1. This is pile 2, the golden egg. We have pile 3, the jade elephant, beautiful. And we have pile 4, this weird little figurine. So if you have to pause the video, go ahead and do that. And then we are just going to kind of jump right in to who is your soulmate. And we're going to get down to all the details. I have shuffled out some oracle piles. We're going to go through those, and then we're going to pull some tarot just to get you as much information as you need. If you would like to book a private reading with me, I do have an Etsy shop. The link is below, or you can just email me. I put my email below as well. Okay, are you ready to get into it? Let's go. We have pile 1. We're going to start with you. So if you chose pile 1, this is your reading. Okay, pile 1. Very serious, very serious. Maybe your person's very serious. Okay, so let's get into your oracle cards. I'm kind of interested too because I did not look at these. I like to shuffle them and not look at them because I think it's exciting for me. It makes it even more exciting, right? Okay, so the first one we have Gnosis. We have the Garden and the Gate, number 30. We have number 27, Pluto, Rebirth. We have the Harpy Eagle. We have Radiga, Connectivity. We have Gangstaboo, Confidence. I like it. Sparkity, Resistance. And we have Baby. Oh, baby. Pile 1. Let's start here. Let's start here. Oh, baby. Let's start here. Okay. So with Gnosis, if I were to give you an elevator pitch on this little spread here, I would say you're dealing with someone, I'm just getting really heavy Scorpio, like right out the gate. And if it's not, I think that this person, one, they're very intense, they're very deep. They have been through, if not one major transformation, many transformations throughout their whole life. I think that they've had to regain their confidence. I think they are someone who is a little bit guarded, but when they have a connection, they have a connection on a really deep level. Riley's gone, so I'm scooting over. They have it's very, this person feels very deep, one. Two, I think that they have, when you meet them, they might have just gone through some kind of transformation. I feel like when they connect to people, it's not like, this person likes to connect deeply. Whether they don't really like to even, not that they don't like small talk. I think that they do, but that's not what kind of lights them up. That's not what's intriguing to them. This person is highly intelligent. I'm getting a lot, very smart, but might not show all of their true colors right away. Okay. You know, gnosis is something that is like a deep inner knowing. This person's very intuitive. They might even be a little psychic. With gnosis and Pluto is about rebirth. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. You know, kind of, it's very mystical. This person could be into occult sciences, or just, you know, even tarot, or, you know, they just have an inner knowing about things. I think that, and that's part of Scorpio too. They have just like a lot of layers to them. And they don't let anyone just kind of see all those layers. They're not very open with kind of exposing them. A lot of times Scorpios, even though they might be very, you know, they could be outgoing, they're extremely driven, they're highly intelligent, but the thing is, they don't let everyone see who they truly are. They don't kind of, they're not vulnerable around a lot of people. I do think with Pluto here too, you could be meeting this person after a transformation. I'm being really called to also this, with the harp eagle, this person knows what's going on around them. Even if they're not looking there, they just have a sense of awareness of their environment. Even if it doesn't seem like they do, they're very, very in tune with what's going on around them. I feel like this person is extremely deep, and they also are they want to know, they're kind of, I'm getting like this, they kind of are a person, I'm getting like an investigator kind of energy. They like to kind of figure it out. They really are drawn to unknown things because they really like to solve mysteries. Like these people, this person might even be in forensic science, or be very just drawn to mystery. Because there's a darkness to them, but it's not bad. It's because they understand it. It's because they want to understand it or figure it out. This person also might be a little resistant to opening up to you or even getting into a connection. I think it's because of what they have. With baby, I do think that some of them could have a child already or children. Maybe this person had kind of like a gnarly divorce, or, you know, it didn't work out with their, you know, their children's mother or father. However, if they don't have a child, I do think that they are looking for like a new beginning. And with the garden and the gate here, this girl is on the other side of the gate and she's looking out into that field. I feel like there's a level of restriction, and they're looking for that person that they can kind of feel secure with going out of their comfort zone. Because I think this person is not intense in a bad way. They just feel things really deeply. I'm almost getting overwhelmed with the depth to this person. And it's a beautiful thing, but not everybody gets to see it. With the connectivity here, like, look at, she has something wrapped around her. You know, it's kind of like she constrains herself. But I feel like this person does exude confidence. I think they've been through a lot of stuff in their life, whether in relationships or just in their life in general. But I think they want this new beginning. This is a person that has definitely been through, I think the reason why they, with the Harpy Eagle here, they're aware of their surroundings because there's situations and experiences that has put them through it. And I feel like it's more than one. I feel like this person has, if they don't have a lot of Scorpio, they've just been through a lot of stuff, a lot of death, rebirth. You know, the 8th house kind of rules with Pluto, which is Scorpio. Scorpio is the 8th house. It's also, you know, this person is extremely intense sexually, which isn't a bad thing. And not in a bad way. They might even be with the, I just keep getting drawn to the ropes. They might even be into like BDSM or whatever. But I don't know. I'm getting kind of like, this person is deep and it's intense, and you're going to be able to tell through their eye contact as well. They have very intense eye contact is what I'm also being drawn to in a lot of these. I think that they are looking for a new start. I think that they, on the inside, they're extremely soft and nurturing person, but just like this little figure, this guy looks pretty intense on the outside, right? Pretty serious, but he's kind of holding his stomach, like he's kind of almost nurturing himself. I feel like this person hasn't had the best track record with relationships, or just feeling like they can be vulnerable with someone. So that's just something to keep in mind. With also, this person wants to create like a safe space. They want to know when they're in a connection, they want to know that they can be in a safe space. They want to know that they can be vulnerable. They want to know, you know, they're very, very, very driven. I feel like in their career, in their job, they're very driven. They have a lot of confidence. But I feel like this person, like, you're not, is no bullshit, and they don't take any bullshit. And I feel like the people that try to bullshit them, they are going to be immediately called out. Straight up. I think you might even meet them when they're coming out of a transformation, or you're coming out of a transformation. You just have to take it how it resonates. But this person has been through many transformations. So I feel like with the right person, they will allow themselves to be vulnerable, but it might even take a little bit to get there, because they're a little bit restrained with connecting with someone else. They're a little guarded. Okay, so let's get into some my own little deck. Let's get into, I do feel like this person might have dark features. They might have olive skin tone or darker skin tone. I feel like they have very intense eyes. Their hairstyle could vary. Let's get into some physical attributes here. I definitely think that their eyes are going to be intense. This person definitely has a sense of style. I feel like they guy or girl, they take very good care of themselves. They don't show too much, but just enough. I'm getting like femme fatale, or kind of, they're seductive in their own way, but they're really pulled together. So we had petite and blonde hair come out, which completely just goes against. It's a collective reading, so you never know. I'm just getting that they are intense. They have a sense of look and a presence about them that it's almost, the energy I feel, it's almost like you see this person walk in and they have a sense of power about them and presence. And it's intense, but it's so magnetic. Like, you can't just keep your eyes off this person. Like, you know that they have, I don't know, it's a different kind of power is what I'm getting. This person could be younger than you. They have a pretty smile. Show me a couple more about pile one's person. Like I said, they might have a child already or children, or they want children. We have blue eyes, hazel eyes, abs like, whoa. They have a noticeable scar or beauty mark, and they might have a chin cleft. Okay, so that's, you just have to take it how it resonates. When in collective readings, don't get so hooked on certain things, but this is just something, if you haven't met this person yet, you know, this is something maybe to look out for, or if you feel a certain way about someone, maybe that's just kind of validating. So I'm going to get into some more. What else do we need to know about pile one soulmate? What else do we need to know about pile one soulmate? I am feeling this person is highly sexual. Aquarius, I think they're very adventurous. You can meet them in Aquarius season, or they could be Aquarius, or it could just be prominent in their chart, especially their sun, moon, or rising. We have past life connection, so maybe you feel the intensity because of that. You might have feel, when you meet this person, you might feel like you've known them before. What else? I am feeling, it's intense. It's very intriguing. It's very intriguing, by the way. Leo, I'm getting like distracted almost. Like you might try to have a conversation with this person and find yourself very distracted by their energy and maybe primal attraction. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling. It's just like, you can't not, I don't know, you're so intrigued in so many different ways. It's like there's a primal aspect to this. That is like, that's exactly what I feel from this person. Tell me more about pile one soulmate. And then this could be male or female. I think that if it's a male, they're very masculine. They might be a little bit quiet. But it's almost, if they're masculine, I feel like you're just going to be like, I'm going to crack that shell wide open. You're intrigued. And if it's a female, I think she's very well put together, but there's a sense of like mystery to both male or female. And you're just like, what is going on there? I gotta talk to that person. I gotta see what's up with that, you know, because there's a sense of mystery. We have Pisces twice. This person could have Pisces. So I do think that this person, if you can kind of crack their shell a little bit, and it's not that I don't think that they're quiet or just kind of standoffish. I'm just getting that they kind of know how to protect their energy. They're not for small talk though, you know, they rather have, this person enjoys deep conversations. With Pisces coming out twice, this person is very, they're just deep, and they feel a lot. They probably have a lot of dreams or have a really big imagination. So just tell me more about, and you're going to take it slow. Yeah, take it slow. Like I said before, this person they don't let anybody in. They're not very vulnerable emotionally around people. And even I feel like if they don't see, or if they don't kind of get the vibes off you right away, they might not, they're like, whatever. It's not worth, I don't mean to sound like an asshole when I say this, but they might think like, oh, it's just, they are very they're very selective about their energy and who they give it to. And I think because when they love so deeply and they love so hard With the garden and the gate, with them going outside of their comfort zone or even just being vulnerable, I think it works both ways. Like, you have to be a really special person to be able to get in the gate, you know? They might have a deep voice. Take it slow. Yeah, take it slow with this person. Don't rush it. That one's turned over. Karmic. Could be a karmic, or maybe they're kind of getting over a karmic when you meet them. They've been through kind of a transformation. And karmic doesn't always mean bad, because karmic can be good. They can teach you lessons in a good way. Show me more about this person, and then we're going to get into tarot. Give me a couple more. What else? Ambitious. Very ambitious. That's good. I definitely am getting that this person takes care of themselves. They are on kind of like a road to success. We have Libra. You can meet them in Libra season. Crush. You might develop a crush, or this could be your crush. We have primal attraction again at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is going to be something and you're just like, I don't know why I'm so attracted to this person, but... And if you're out, so what I'm seeing now is, let's just say you're out. I feel like it's like an event or something, and there's a bunch of people, and it's kind of dimly lit, and you catch this person either walking by, or you catch them at the corner of your eye, and you're just like, who is that? Who is that? And you can't stop like looking at them. And you're trying not to be a creep. This is the scene that I'm seeing in my head, okay? And you're trying not to like keep staring at them, but you're just like, I have to talk to them. I feel very attracted, and you don't know why. And then when you get near this person, it's just like, I don't know if it's their pheromones or what, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna have to put probably 18+ on this so YouTube doesn't kick me off. But I feel like you just like want to jump their bones. Like, you're just gonna be like, if you're not somebody who is usually like that, this person it's almost like a taboo kind of thing, and you're like, what the fuck? I don't know what's coming over me, but we know we need to go to the coat room. Okay, it's just going to be like that kind of attraction and magnetism, because you're just so attracted to this person. And I feel like it's just more than physical, because I feel like after you start talking to them, they're going to be very interesting. But they're going to have this like very mysterious demure about them, and you're going to be like, I need to know more. And it's going to be such like just a really just very, very intense attraction. And I think it might start as physical, or you might, I don't know, you just might be like, why am I keep looking at this person? I don't even know why I keep looking at them. And maybe you catch yourself doing it, you don't realize you're doing it, and you're like, oh, now I'm like staring at this person, you know? So let's get into tarot. I don't even know. I'm like all giddy. I'm kind of just like, whoo, it's getting hot in here. It is hot. It's hot. And I think this person's going to be hot. Really hot. I feel like you're going to be, I think you're probably a really attractive person as well. And you're like, oh my God, need more. I need more. This person's very strong too. I'm getting a very strong sense about them. I think that they take really good care of their body. I do think they're extremely deep. I think they have a really, really active imagination. I actually did a wink. I've been practicing. I think I actually winked. Okay. What else? No, I'm not taking those. They're all clumped together. What else can you tell us about Pile 1's person spirit? Let's get into it. I'm like all kinds of flustered. I'm hot. I'm not somebody who like just sweats like automatically, but I am like, my cheeks are flushed. I'm even hot and bothered. We have the 3 of Rings, okay? Collaboration, competence is just kind of building. So this person is very, I mean, look at the cards. They're all over the place. It's just a mess over here. The 3 of Rings, this person like wants to build a solid foundation. They want something solid. We also have the 3 of Wands. I think they're a planner. They're somebody who wants to see development. They want to see, you know, they strive for opportunities, but they also want an opportunity, that's a double 3, to build a solid foundation. I'm not taking that. These cards can look at this. Look at what's happening. This person's energy has got me all kinds of messed up. Good Lord. Get it together. Get it together. What is going on? I'm like giggly. You might even have to like excuse yourself just to splash some cold water in your face. What else? Oh man. What else? What else? I do feel like you might be a little intimidated by this person because they have that kind of presence. You might not be able to talk right. We have judgment, revelation, and awakening. Yeah, this person's gonna awaken a lot of stuff in you. A lot of stuff. Maybe even sides of you didn't even know you had. Woo, man, this is a good start. We have the King of Rings, responsibility, abundance. This is kind of, can you see? There we go. Pretty hot man bun. Looks like he's at peace. The king is like the King of Pentacles, so very focused on money, stability, very family oriented. That's why baby's here. So they might even already have kids, or they might want them. I am feeling a protective energy. This person is extremely protective over the people that are in their circle or in their family. If you were to have a family with them, they would be extremely protective too. And I almost want to say there's a little bit of possessiveness, but not in a toxic way, in a way that they just really want to take care and make sure the people that they really love and care about are protected. So we also have Dawn of the Rings, okay? So this is kind of like the page of Pentacles, reflection, diligence. So they do want, it might start as something very small, or there might be like a small offering, or it might just start very, just kind of like, oh, do you want to go have coffee? Or maybe they want to talk to you about, some of you might meet them through like a collaboration or something. And it kind of will be, I'm not gonna lie, I do sense like this could be a slow burn kind of thing. But there's gonna be such an attraction there on not just physical, but I do think because this person, if like your soulmate, they might not show it, but they're gonna feel things deeply for you. And they're going to want to take things slow only because they want to build on like a solid foundation. So if you're like dating this person and you're like, why haven't they made a move on me? Don't they like me? Aren't they attracted to me? You might even be a little bit thrown off, and it's because they do really like you. They do really want to take it slow with you. They do want to, because when this person gets into a connection, they are going for the long term. This is not a person that wants to kind of wham bam, thank you ma'am. They take really good care of their family. They take really good care of themselves and the people that, like I said, that are in their inner circle. And I feel like they have a very tight-knit group of people, but the attraction with the past life connection, I do think that this is going to awaken a lot of things in you. You might even feel like you know this person, you've known this person for a while. But I do think that this person is going to open you to a lot of different experiences. What I'm being drawn to too is this Judgment card. Do you see it's kind of like an opening, a doorway to the stars? And I feel like there's endless possibilities, but you should be patient with this person. And it's hard because if you feel so attracted to someone and you're just like, what is the deal? You know, let's get going. But I think that it's because this person really appreciates longevity, and the people that they do invest time into, it's extremely, it's just kind of worth it. You know, this person is a really solid person. They're intense, they're deep, they feel really deeply, they're very compassionate and empathetic, but there's been a couple of stings in their life that has made them not so wanting to be vulnerable with their heart. I do feel like, I mean, if this person wanted to, because I'm feeling like this person is extremely attractive. They could have anybody that they wanted, but it's not like they're just not into it. They're like, what's the point? You know, could they? Yeah, they could get anybody who they want, like at any time, pretty much. That's how attractive they are. And I don't just mean physically. I mean, there is a power and a presence that they carry about them, a really high self-respect. Like this person has got their shit together big time. I don't think they've always been like this, not always been like this. I just feel like some part of their past has really made a big dent on them, and it could have been kind of multiple transitions, or it could have just been like one big one that kind of really affected them. So that was a long reading. I'm going to leave it here. If you want to find out more on, this is just a collective reading, so you have to just take what resonates. But whoo, I might have to stop and like take a break. I'm all kinds of wound up now. But this person, be patient with them. Take your time. Take it slow. I think, yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay? So let's move on to pile 2. Let's move on to pile 2. Good Lord. Look at the cards are just freaking everywhere. I feel like I'm sweating myself. Okay. To like cleanse this deck afterwards. It feels dirty. Not in a bad way, just in a way that maybe we should clean that deck. I don't know. Okay, pile number 2. Pile 2, you guys were the golden egg, right? Yes, golden egg. Here's to my golden eggs. Ready? Pile number 2, this is your reading. Let's get into your cards. So you have the Destroyer. Okay. Let's put our little egg over here. Intense guy can have a seat on the sidelines. These are upside down. We have Cornucopia. Nice. Number 11. I like that. We have number 54, square, semi, square, quintox, tension. Okay, interesting. We have the gift. We have Lizzo, self-love. We have Roxanne Shante, defense. And we have the US Girls, guidance. And then we also have scribe or writer. So pile 2, your soulmate. Your soulmate is very interesting. Where do we start here? Your soulmate's interesting. This person could be a writer, or they write on a daily basis. If not, they write pretty frequently. This is intriguing. So attention in the destroyer. Oh man, I think we got an onion. This person has either been through something when you meet them, or you have. Square, semi, square, quintox. Ugh, that is complicated. With this person could be closing on a cycle when you meet them, or you could be when you meet them. I'm trying to... However, I do think this person, pile 2, is highly intelligent. Sorry, I'm like, haven't even looked at the camera now. I'm just trying to... This person's highly intelligent. And I think that's part of, like, for them to be in a relationship or to just be committed to someone, I feel like their attraction is has to be more than physical. Like, I forget what it's called, when somebody is more attracted to the mind than the actual physical being. I do get the vibes from this person. This person is going to challenge you. And you might even like butt heads with them at first, and you're just like, who is this person? Why are they calling me out? But the thing is, this person is going to provide, and I feel like there's a push-pull dynamic here. I think that you are very different, but this person is going to, and I feel like this is almost like a soul contract, because this person's going to make you better on so many levels, but they are going to challenge you. And I feel like, pile 2, a lot of people haven't challenged you this way. Maybe in relationships. Maybe you've had people that are kind of like, oh, whatever you want, babe, blah, blah, blah. This person is going to challenge you. You might get into interesting debates. But the thing is, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It might be a little bit tough with this person, a little bit, but know that they do it because they're, and it's not in a narcissistic way at all. This person's not narcissistic. They're extremely intelligent, and they're kind of challenging you on an intellectual level, and they're going to call you on your shit big time. And do you see how she has boxing gloves in her hand? I feel like there's one, they're gonna help you create a higher self-love. They're going to build you up, but they're also going to kind of push you in a positive way, in a healthy way. Not in a like drag you down to like prove me wrong kind of way. That's not healthy at all. And there might be this person might even be like a little socially awkward. And I don't mean that like in this person's awkward, but they might be very different than what you're used to, or they might say things kind of like out of the norm. Like I'm not getting, they don't have a filter, basically. So you might be like, oh, that was a little harsh, but they don't mean it to hurt you. They're just trying, they're not going to sugarcoat things. So if you're used to that, that might be a little bit of, it might be a little different, you know, you might be a little bit like, oh, why didn't, it depends. I don't know what you have been dealing with. So you just have to, this is a collective reading, you have to just kind of take it as their own, but they're going to help you raise standards for your own self-love. They're going to build you up. And if you negatively talk about yourself, this person is going to be like, don't talk to yourself like that. Why are you doing that? You know, and they're going to help you build a healthier relationship just with your own self-love. And they're going to push you, like cornucopia this is a feast, right? That you could feed multiple villages on and families. And, you know, number 11 is like a divine guidance. Like, I think even though you and this person are very different, you can, like, there's going to be such a level of success, but try not to fight back too hard. Like, and I know it's kind of hard. I don't think this person's going to like pick on you or anything. I think this person is, they're going to, like I said, like in a healthy way, challenge you because they know that you're capable and they want to build you up. And some of the things that they're not going to sugarcoat the way they say, and sometimes they're probably not going to say the right things, even though they might be a writer or whatever. I think this person is highly creative as well. They're going to be very different, but it's exactly like kind of what you need. And if you can get past, and there's going to be moments that are tense because you're probably just like, what the fuck? Why would you say that to me? You know, but they're not trying to put you down. They're not trying to, they're just kind of being straight up. It's really hard to explain. This is very difficult. You're going to have a little bit of complication, I think, at first, but if you can get past that and then you get to who they really are, because they are a person who literally just wants what's best for you. And they see so much potential. And so, you know, it's kind of hard because you want to be in a connection where you adore each other, right? Like really adore each other. And I think this person will, but if you're someone who is used to being like, oh baby, blah 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 blah, and like I feel like this is a different level of adoration. This person is not going to, like I said, they're not gonna like sugarcoat things. And I'm getting like they might even do like a lot of acts of service to show you, but they're not going to be like a romance novel in they're going to be, I don't even know how to explain this. They're going to be romantic in their own way. And you're just like, oh, wonderful. Trust me, I feel like this person is going to be exactly what you need. Not that they're not romantic, because I feel like you're going to find like little quirks about them and little things that they do that are going to be very romantic. And I think the two of you are going to be this like power couple that you normally would be like, I don't know why, but this is somebody who's very different than you've ever dated in your whole life. I'm trying to, I think at first it might be a little difficult and you're just like, I'm not staying for this. But I think the thing is, if you can kind of get through the tension or just kind of give this person a little bit more of a chance, I think in the long term, it's fucking cornucopias here. I think you are going, in the long term, if it's, and some of you, if this person isn't, it might be just difficult at first, depending on what else, because this doesn't even have to be their personality. This could be the things that they have been dealing. I'm just getting like, in the beginning, it might be complicated, and that could be whether, because I'm just getting like a knot, like a couple knots, right? And I think if you can get through the beginning, this has the chance to be so fruitful in the long term, and expansive in so many ways. It's just like that initial, you know, like even with the destroyer, there's two stars that are about to collide. That's exactly with the square, semi-square, quinticux, or what, however the fuck you pronounce it. Okay, this is like two stars colliding, and both of these cards have it. Look at that. That's a fucking disaster. That's a mess. But I think that it might be complicated at first, like I said, and it might even be stuff in your life that's complicated. And this, you might meet this person and you might think like, why am I here? This person is like super straight up. And you might even feel, like I said, I don't think they're not trying to be mean. I think they're just really straight up. I'm from the East Coast, and when I moved to California, I think people thought, they're like, oh, that's a little harsh. And I'm like, I'm just telling it how it is. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, you know? I'm just gonna say it like it is, and maybe that's, you know, kind of me. But I feel like that was like a different dynamic. That was a culture shock from living on the East Coast and growing up in the East Coast and then moving to California. There's a lot of sugar sunshine. So I just think that this person, they're not going to be somebody who bullshits you. And I think it's going to be a little startling at first, but I think it's going to be refreshing overall. Or like I said, this could be something that's going on in your life or their life that is a little bit, it's almost going to be like, why are we going to do this? But there's something that will draw you to them. And even though if it's not this person and their personality, it's their outside factors that are going to make things hard. And you'll question why, like, should I even date this person? Should I even spend more time? Like, but if you do, and there's something, use your intuition. If there's something that's saying like, but I really like them, and I really kind of like that they're different, or whatever the case may be, or vice versa, and you kind of stick it out through that tense state. And like I said, you have to use your best judgment and kind of look at all the outside factors too, because, you know, there's a circle here. So kind of just, you know, put the puzzle together a little bit. Use your best intuition. And if you're like, you know, I don't know about it, then just be honest and upfront with that person. But I think this person is going to help you grow in so many ways. And I think together you can make like this beautiful feast. And there's kind of this butterfly that's kind of lit. So I think it's going to be a very transformative energy. So let's and I think it's going to give you an immense amount of wisdom. I think this person is very wise. Does that make sense? Can you comment below if somebody resonates with this pile? Some of you might have already met them. Some of you haven't met them. Maybe some of you, this might even be somebody that's kind of close to you, but you're like, oh, I don't know, that couldn't work because everything that's going on. I don't think this person, like, this isn't a bad person. I just feel like they're very different, and I'm not trying to say they're complicated or anything like that. All human beings are complicated, okay? out the door. You know, everyone grows at different rates and we all go through shit in our lives, and everyone's complicated, okay? You could be the easiest going person, but you go through complicated times. I think that this person, like I said, they're just different. They're different. They're different and not in a good way. They're highly intelligent. They're going to be like a type of mentor. And some of you are like, oh, I just don't want somebody. This person is, like I said, they're not narcissistic. They're not going to put you down. They're just going to know that you're capable of doing things, and they're going to help you uplift. And like, this person is going to challenge. Like, they're like, well, why do you think that? You know, they're going to kind of this person likes conversation, and they want to know why, like, okay, well, why do you think you feel like that? Or why do you feel like that on this situation? Or, they're going to want to know why. They're going to want to know like the inner workings of, and why you feel the same way, because they take it into account to how you kind of work, and only because they want to be able to understand you, to be able to guide you, to be able to be there for you. And sometimes it doesn't come off like so loving, because you feel like you're like, why are you messing with me right now? But I don't think it's going to be in a bad way at all. I think this person is really loving. They're just like really straight up. So if you're not really used to that, like, this person is true blue, really freaking honest. I feel like they don't know how to not be honest, because they just say what is on their mind. It just might not be what you really want to hear at that moment. But, you know, they're honest, and they're doing it because they love you, and they care about you, and they want you to do better, you know. So if you need more nurturing, if you need some sugar, maybe call your mom. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Not to say that this person isn't sweet. I think that they can be sweet, but I feel like this person is, when you are upset, they're going to be upset, and they're going to want to like hash it out and try to figure out your problems right away. They could also wear glasses. What else can you tell? Tell us about pile 2's soulmate. They have a nice booty. Okay. I feel like this person has a really, they have a very distinct voice. Like, you'll be able to hear them over, if there was a lot of noise, you would definitely be able to be like, oh, they're over there. I can hear them, you know? Or they might even have a really boastful laugh or something. They're put together. They have a strong jawline. Let's get some more handmade cards. They have broad shoulders. Yeah, if you're dealing with a masculine, I do think, or a man, I do think they're very masculine. They're kind of like the strong, silent type. If you're dealing with a female, I feel like she's probably a little bit more quiet, but she's not afraid to share her opinion either. Very put together. I'm getting like thick hair, kind of like Taurus, Capricorn. The cards aren't out here, but that's the energies I'm getting. Definitely Capricorn. I feel like this person's very organized. If they're a writer, they could be an editor of some sort as well. Will you show me more? Just a couple more cards, please. They're like, that's it. Come on. They might have tattoos or piercings. If they do, I don't think, some of them might be visible, others might not be. I feel like this is a very conservative person. Light hair. Captivating eyes. Okay. Let's see what else we can get out of the other deck that I What else can you tell us about public eye? This person could be in the public eye or well known in what they do or the community. Artistic. Eye on you. Oh, this person's got their eye on you, but they have a blocked throat chakra. Once you meet them, though, I think, and they get comfortable with you, I think they're just going to let it rip. I think you'll have a lot of really deep conversations. Social butterfly. Tied up. Maybe this person likes to be tied up or wants to tie you up. What else can you tell us about this connection? They could be an Aries. Aries are pretty blunt, that makes sense. A Virgo. Virgos can be brutally honest. So can Aries. What else? Throat chakra again, and closed heart chakra, but it came up in the reverse. So I think this person will open their heart to you. Oh, this one's turned over. High vibe match. Yeah, I think you are going to have good energy with this person. I think that they're going to intellectually stimulate you, that's for sure. They're going to kind of make you think outside the box. So let's see what else we can get about your soulmate. I do think that if they're not a writer of some sort, they definitely this person likes to read. They could be into art as well, or finance I'm getting. I'm getting they have a little bit of a, they seem really conservative, but they have a little bit of a little kink to them as well. So they might seem reserved at first, but you might be a little surprised. So Knave of Wands, so it's kind of like the Page of Wands. What else? Seven of Wands. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards, and then this person definitely, they could be impulsive. Like I said, the Knave of Wands is somebody who kind of just goes for it, kind of takes initiative. What else? The Seven of Wands is this person has boundaries. They're not afraid to stick up for what they really believe in. They might even be a little guarded at first. We have the Nine of Swords. They could suffer from insomnia or just kind of overthinking. They could be even just kind of stressed out. If they're a writer, maybe they're on like a deadline or something. Or I'm just getting insomnia as well. They might not sleep well. We have the Strength card, the Knight of Chalices, and the Star. Okay, let's start there. Bottom of the deck with the Two of Wands. So another thing about this person, if you want to know signs, we obviously have Virgo, Aries. I don't think we pulled any more signs here. But like I said, I was feeling Capricorn. What else did I say? I forget. Capricorn and anyway. Capricorn, Aries is pretty straight up. Virgos is pretty straight up. Either way, I also think the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords is here because, like I said, this person you could even be like, what the heck is wrong with them? You could be a little resistant to them at first. This person does have a lot of passion. With the Strength card, like I said, I think this is what you might be a little guarded, like I said, or just not sure what to think of this person. Because like I said, they're very different than something you've met. But I think, And this person does not get into relationships very easily at all. I think they're very selective. But I think you're going to be the person that kind of tames the beast. This is Leo energy, so it could be a Leo you're dealing with. The Knight of Chalices is somebody who wears their heart on the sleeve, and it's coming after the Strength card. And I think if you manage to tame the beast, this person will wear their heart on their sleeve. And I think that they literally, I think that they want what's best for you, and just to kind of help you achieve. They're very like goal oriented and ambitious, and they want to help you achieve your goals as well, because they see you, like you have the star here, they see you as the star. Some of them could be Aquarius as well, or you can meet them in Aquarius season. But they're going to kind of push you to pursue the things that make you happy, the things that really like really emotionally fulfill you. I think that they see you as a star in their own way, even though I just get a feeling that they might even they're not going to be like, oh, you're my star, you know. They're just going to see you as this like star potential. But it's kind of like a, sorry guys, just give me a minute. I'm trying to put it into words, the energy that I'm feeling. It's like they know that you can shine so much brighter. And like I said, they're gonna help you kind of like really up level if you're on like a certain career path. And if not, and if you like, let's just say you want a family and you would rather stay home, they're going to help support you into being able to, you know, do the things that you want to do. Like this person, I think, is very acts of service, words of encouragement, like words of affirmation or whatever. And you're going to become so much stronger as a person, even though like you might butt heads at times. They're doing it because they're like, I know that you're more than capable. And you're just, and it's only, and I do believe it's because like you have your own self-limiting beliefs. This person is going to call you out and they're going to push you. And you might not like that. But like I said, it's not in a narcissistic way. It's in a way that you're just like, oh, I was going to give up on this. And they're somehow, they're going to like just push you to be better, you know, or even just to have boundaries with, like, let's just say you'll be venting to them about something like with one of your friends or that aren't appreciating you, or, you know, there's a connection outside of your relationship that's not being reciprocated. And, you know, let's say this person is like, well, you know, you always do that for blah, 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 and all this stuff. And when you're just trying to vent, they're like, no, you need to set higher boundaries. You don't deserve to be treated like that. So-and-so has been doing this for a while now, and almost to a point of where you're just like, well, I just wanted to vent a little bit or something. And they're going to be like, no, this has been going on for a while. I think that it's time to take some action on it. Like I said, it's not in a toxic way, but this person is just going to say it how they're extremely blunt, very blunt. And if you need more, if you're like, sometimes I need you to not be so blunt, you have to communicate that to them, because they're very like, they pay attention to detail. So, and if there's something that you don't vibe with, or something like at certain, just like, you have to just really communicate with this person and be very clear with them, because that's just how they communicate, you know. Pile 2. see what we got at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Two of Wands. I think you're going to go far with this person. I feel like they're going to help you bring your visions to life and to put those in action as well. But they do have like a captivating presence about them. And you might not like I said, some of you might even be like not very drawn to them at first, but if this is somebody who's kind of new in your friend group, or maybe it's one of your friends, husband's friends, or, you know, girlfriend's friends, or I mean, whatever. It's like you meet this person in like a friend group and they're kind of new to the group is what I'm getting. After you start to really get to know them, I don't think like your first impression might not be the best. And some of you it might be, but you just might kind of write them off maybe at first. And you're like, oh, I don't know. Like, I didn't think of anything of it. After you start getting to really know this person, I think that's when it's really going to be a deeper connection. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So pile 2, that's your reading. We're done here. Man, pile 1 and pile 2 are completely different energies. Completely different. Completely different. Okay. Some like tea, I need some water, I need some wine. It's intense. Okay. Pile number 3. What are we gonna get into? I don't even know. I think I need a break or a nap. Have some wine instead. Oh my God. The golden egg. Okay, so pile number 3, if you chose this little cute jade elephant, this is going to be your reading. I don't even know what to expect. I feel like we need a sage or something. Sage, Palo Santo, real quick. Real quick. Those 2 first piles are, woo, man, they are just complete opposites. Come on. Something. All right, pile number 3. Your first card, we have the Hunter. Hot. Okay, I like the Hunter card. We have Carrying Connection, number 14. Okay. We have number 46, the 8th house, Mystery. I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio energy already. We have the Spring. We have Little Kim, Resilience. We have Angie Martinez, Voice. This person could be a Yankees fan. Hopefully not. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Beyonce, Love. And we have Angels. Okay, so let's start with the Hunter. Look at this. The Hunter is, ooh, the Hunter. This is, to me, it's like a very extreme energy, okay? This exudes, to me, masculinity. And it doesn't have to be male or female tarot, which it's just the energy, okay? With this, you know, it's a very powerful kind of black horse that's coming out, right? I don't know. It just seems, I'm getting a very powerful vibe. With the 8th house and Mystery too, the 8th house is Scorpio. We also have numbers 9, 14, and 46. So 9 is kind of like the ending of closing out a cycle. So you can meet this person when you are closing out a cycle, or kind of closing a major cycle in your life, or they are. 9 is also a very powerful card of just, you know, independence. We have the 8th house, number 46. 4 plus 6 is 10. 9, 10. You know, it's kind of moving up in the cycle. So the 8th house of mystery, the 8th house is Scorpio. The 8th house also rules, it's kind of like death, life, rebirth, transformation, inheritance, I think, something like that. But this person, it's also like endings. So maybe they've kind of had an ending recently is what I'm getting. Some of them. Take it how it resonates. Or you could have. We have the spring. The spring is somebody, like this card in particular. This person feels very deeply. I am getting an empath energy. I feel like this is a very spiritual person as well. But they are kind of like glass half full kind of people. Even though I feel like they've been through a little bit. They're kind of like even though they've been through a lot of shit, they still kind of look at the kind of like the more positive things, and they try to just maintain positivity. We have resilience. Okay. I think that they have had some trials and tribulations in their life. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they grew up in New York. Hopefully, again, not a Yankees fan. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I grew up being an Orioles fan. I'm still an Orioles fan. So, and that says a lot. Okay. That says a lot. I feel like this person is not afraid to, like, this person is affectionate. I think that they really crave that kind of deep connection, that, you know, they're very romantic. They're not afraid to voice their emotions. And they have a lot of love, but they also have this kind of, there's a protectiveness here. They're very protective. They might even be like spiritually protected with the angels here. Or just kind of believe in, you know, this person could be very spiritual as well. I think that they're very well spoken as well. They're very, very well spoken. But I think they can have, even if they don't show it, I do think that they might either struggle with anxiety or have struggled with anxiety in the past. The hunter is also a very primal energy. I'm thinking of like Jason Momoa, like savage, right? If they're male, if they're a male, they're very masculine. They might be a very large masculine, and I'm seeing like definitely facial hair, like a beard. If they're female, I feel like they might be more petite, but they're very strong for their size, is what I'm getting. Sorry, I know it's weird. I know that's weird. This is kind of cut really straightforward, though. It's very different than the other piles. This person's, I think they have a little bit of a wild side to them, but you don't necessarily see it. And by wild, I don't mean, I think if you're dating this person, they might seem really serious on the forefront, but they like to get down. They like to party. And they're a good time. They're fun. But it might just, you might not be able to tell that from the exterior. I think this person could be into sports or athletics. I think that this person is very fit, male or female. I think if she's a female, she has curly hair or long hair that has like some kind of crimp to it, or like I'm just getting like a wildness. Leo, definitely Leo vibes, Scorpio vibes, Aquarius, maybe a little bit of Aries as well. But this person's like they have a very, a strong energy. They fight for what's right and they stand up for what's right. But they also really intensely love deeply. They have a really sweet side to them. Not a lot of people get to see. Like, they're very romantic. But yeah, I don't think that you would know that right away by their appearance, or because I think this person is kind of a boss as well. I'm getting kind of boss energy. They're very compassionate as well. So let's get into some physical attributes. And you know what? I kind of did not take those out of the other. Sorry. I do think this person's very strong. They're strong and they're self-sufficient. They might even be quiet and reserved. The others of them, I'm getting like two different groups here. They could be quiet or reserved, or they could kind of be outgoing and they're very social, but it's like the social butterfly, but they only allow certain people into their close atmosphere. Like, some of them, I feel like they could be very social and out and about, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people don't realize how deep this person is, maybe. I also think that they're into spirituality or their religion, whatever they believe in. They have a very strong sense of values and morals. And then they're kind of the person that too, like when shit goes down, they're like, okay. They have a take charge energy, especially when it comes to their family or their close friends. They have like I said, they're kind of strong and powerful, but they have like this tenderness to them. They're very tender, very romantic, but they don't show it to everyone. So show me some facial hair. Like I said, this person, I'm seeing them with a beard, or if they're masculine, facial hair for sure. What else can you tell me about pile 3's soulmate? Captivating eyes, athletic build. I told you this person's like large, not large, but just they're strong. They're really strong. Like I said, Jason Momoa, kind of. Beautiful hands. It's something you could probably notice about them at first. They have really beautiful hands. They have a sexy voice. And captivating eyes. Damn, this person's attractive. I mean, from what I'm like getting visions of, they are very attractive. And I see more of the masculine. So I think a lot of you are probably dealing with the masculine. They kind of have like an edge to them. Like it's almost, like I said, it's almost like savage. Like hot savage. But light skin tone. Like a Viking or something. Lean muscle. Show me more. What else? I am getting more of a masculine with this. For feminine, I think that they are very They seem like they're, for females, they have, I feel like their hair is like this, but I'm just getting a darker shade to it. I feel like for females, they could have like a more chiseled, kind of like heart-shaped face. They might even have like a chin cleft as a female. They have a very strong facial structure if they're a female. Wears hats or headwear and light hair. Show me what. Dark skin, dark or tan skin. So let's see, what else can you tell me about pile 3 soulmate? Yeah, because look, she's got a little edge to her, you know. And she's not afraid of who she is. So I feel like this person is, you know, but they, like I said, I just keep getting like this tenderness. Their eyes might be really tender. Lots of lust. Yeah. Savage as fuck. Lots of lust. Astral travel. You could be dreaming about this person before you meet them or after you meet them. This person has many admirers. Tantric adventures. Yeah, there's definitely some higher energy shit going on there. Savage. Savage. What else do we have? Musical connection. So they could be very connected to music, or that's how you connect to them. Aquarius, they could have Aquarius in their chart, or you can meet them in Aquarius season. Creative. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this person had tattoos or piercings, and they have a different look about them for sure. Outside obstacles could be affecting this connection. Jeez. Blocked throat chakra twice. Blocked throat chakra. Blocked throat chakra. Eternal love. Healing, so this person could be healing, or they could just be a little bit not so open. Introvert, they could be a little quiet. Great kisser on the bottom. Great kisser, they're a great kisser. Scorpio, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sacral union, damn. So this is something that's like, you guys, when you meet this person, you're gonna feel like a connection, like a strong connection to them. Adoration, oh, love that. And with the angels here, I do think that this is divinely guided. I think it wouldn't surprise me if you guys had a couple past lives together. Overthinking this connection. I think maybe both of you might be doing that, especially if somebody, and we have extrovert too, so they could be in musical again. So this person, Capricorn, this person could be a person who's fine out in public, but yeah, quiet at first on the bottom, but they need their time, especially Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, and Scorpios, like, they need time to kind of like reset. So I think that they're fine out in public, and you know, they can be extremely energetic and a total extrovert, but they need those shutdown periods where they kind of just are to themselves and, you know, just to kind of reset themselves. Because I think this person is an extrovert, but they have like times where they need to be introvert. So to kind of be in their own head. I am getting heavy Scorpio vibes here with, I mean, obviously with the 8th house. The Hunter is kind of giving me Scorpio vibes too. We have Scorpio here, and just, this person is very creative. So if they are a musician or they are musically connected or some kind of artist, I think that they need some time to work on their own things too. And I almost think that some of you might even, don't take offense to it. It's nothing, it's not that they don't want to be around you or anything, because This person just like will sometimes seem kind of standoffish, and it has nothing to do with you. It's just because they just need to like take a minute to kind of collect themselves, you know, and reset. But this person's very, I mean, really fucking sensual. Very sensual. I want to say they're very very sensory oriented. So they probably love, if they're like a musician or an artist or somebody who's highly creative, they, you know, they love the smell. They'll notice this, like the smell of you, or like tiny little details about you. Like this is the person that like absorbs all of you. And I don't mean that in like a kind of a crazy way. They just like, they really take you in because that's how they experience things. It's like they'll remember the smell of something and the way, like little things, maybe the way that you wore your hair or what you wore and how cold it was that night. Does that make sense? Damn. I'm getting a hot energy from this though. They might be a little bit quiet at first. With the blocked throat chakra. You might have to like crack them open a little bit. I feel like they're kind of dark and mysterious, male or female. They're very self-aware, which is a good thing. I think they are very deep. They're very creative. They're very talented, actually. I'm getting very talented energy. But this person's also very adventurous. They have a sense of adventure. And they're looking for someone that wants to have that with them, you know? They want somebody to go on their adventures and stuff with. When you meet them, like I said, you could be healing from something, or they could be, or they just have some, like, they have some emotional wounds you might have to work through. But it's going to be pretty hot in the bedroom, I'm not going to lie. This person is going to open you to different things, but they're always going to make sure that you're comfortable and you're pleased. And I can't say any more than that, or otherwise I'm not fucking 18 plus. YouTube would kick me off. This high libido, this person's going to be highly attracted to you. You might even, it's going to be intense for some of you if you're not used to this, or this is not, or maybe you're intense. This person, like, I'm just getting a really masculine energy, and they're kind of mysterious. They're a little savage. They have a little bit of edge, but they're creative and they're highly intelligent, and there's like a sense of tenderness to them. That's really, really beautiful. But here I am just like, let's get into tarot. Just like, even their energy is kind of like captivating. It's extremely intriguing. All right, so what else about this person? I don't want to tell you too much because you should kind of figure that out for yourself. It's fun to figure that out, you know? We get the 10 of Pentacles on the deck card, the Strength card. So some of you might be dealing with a Leo, which would make sense for that tenderness. Leos are usually very big lovers, very tender, love with all their heart. What else can you tell us about this, about pile 3's person, Spirit? What can you tell us? Well, there's Capricorn 1, but I just got The devil is very like, this person's gonna exude, and I don't feel, there's no toxic vibes, but this person is going to they're gonna have such like a high sexual attraction, and it's going to kind of be like forbidden, or there's just something naughty about it. Like, that's the best way to describe it. So it's hot. Okay, it's really hot. Yeah, someone could be Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune's here. I do think with eternal love, this person is fated for you. And I think you might even be a little bit distracted, or not distracted, but I feel like a lot of people like want this person. They have a high, and you might even be kind of closed off to it and be like self-data yourself, like, oh, this person wouldn't want me, or they would want to get with you. Okay. With adoration here, and I just feel like this, exactly. I'm not looking at all those. The Moon card came out. As you get to know them, there's going to be shedding some more light, but this person will bring maybe even a little fear and anxiety. With these three cards together, it seems like it would be not good, right? There's fear, anxiety, there's things that you're not seeing, that with the devil toxicity, but I'm not getting any toxic energy. I am getting that this is there might be, like, because the moon is also kind of mystery, right? Things that are hidden, and there's things that you're not going to see first, but I don't think there's nothing toxic. When the devil came out, I got a surge of sexual energy, like, from this person. They're intense, and you're just like, oh man, I don't even know what's gonna happen there. But there's something that you're not seeing, to me, is the tenderness that this person has within them, and you're not going to know that until you get to know them. So let's see what else. And even me, I'm just like, maybe you might even have a hard time kind of communicating with them. Black throat chakra came out twice. So I do feel, because I'm kind of having my breath being taken away right now, this person might take your breath away, and you might even be kind of dumbfounded when you're, because they exude this fucking savage, hot savage energy. Lovers. Yes. This might be unexpected or just kind of out of nowhere. We have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like I'm done with this reading because, one, I'm going to freaking lose my voice. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune came out again. Pile number three. Pile number three. Pile number three. We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. I do think this person has not been in a connection in a while, or maybe you haven't when you meet them. I think they've been kind of alone. I feel like they do have a lot of options, but they're into you as wish fulfillment. But I think that they choose to be alone. I think they've probably gone through a dark night of the soul. Oh, the Eight of Wands is here with the Ten of Cups. Oh my God. I am not feeling any bad energy at all from this. I think this is with the Lovers and the freaking Wheel of Fortune. You have, out of the couple cards that I pulled, you have 4 major arcana out of 5 cards. This is a big deal. I think also with the Devil, it's not only like temptation, you know, like high sexual energy, but it's also obsession. I honestly think, and look, the guy in the Lovers card kind of looks pretty savage. You might have red hair, or you just might be very feminine if you are feminine watching this, or maybe that's what the girl that you, I mean, take it how it resonates, you know. For if you're a man watching this, then the female that you could be interested in, or this female, she could have, like I said, long, kind of like wildling hair. And I almost want to say the female would probably have like some kind of like green eyes, or there's something about her eyes as well. If it's a female, if you guys are male and you're interested in females, or like, take it how it resonates. You know, it could be a female after another female. But I feel like this, if it's a female, she's kind of like wild. And you're like, oh, hello. But she's got like a really, if it's a female, she has a very exuberant and vibrant energy about her. She has a little bit of an edge. She's very creative. Because I know I said it was more male, but if I'm like trying to hone in on the female, I'm getting for female, she's more like of an air sign, like an Aquarius, or maybe even a Libra. Not very strong Gemini. But there's like a free spirit to her. But this is definitely fated and destined, and either you don't see it coming, or you're kind of, there might be a lot of things kind of hidden at first, so it might kind of make you nervous, but don't hold yourself back. You need to get savage. Get savage. Do not let things hold you back. Go for this, because this looks like a kind of once in a lifetime, and there's a lot of mystery behind it, but there's a lot of different layers to this person, and they all seem really beautiful, and we all have like our dark, you know, things, but I'm not getting any toxicity. I feel like this person is extremely interesting, male or female. And I think there's a reason why you're meeting them. With outside obstacles, this is just something you should be aware of. And maybe you feel like sometimes, like if you're talking to this person, you just start dating, or when you start dating this person, if you feel like they're distant at all, or they're like maybe that you're hiding something, and that's when these, you know, the self-doubt and stuff and the overthinking kind of comes in. I think it's just things that they either don't want to incorporate in this relationship at an early stage, or it's like one of their kind of introvert times. So, because I feel like this person could sometimes be distant if you're not like in a committed connection with them already. Because if you were, you probably know that they're like this. So just be aware. And that's not for all of you, but I'm gonna leave your right here. This is amazing. This is a good one. Very different. All these are very different. So let's move on to the next pile. Just gonna seriously though, this one was like straight savage. Like me, Tarzan, you, Jane, I'd be like, yes. I feel like I'm gonna need to start like an OnlyFans page just for my 18+ tarot readings. Comment below if you would sign up for that. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to do that. That's just adding more on my plate right now. Okay. Pile number 4. I need to drink a wine after that. Good Lord. Wow. A little shuffle. Pile number 4. I'm interested how my dreams are going to be. Just savage, running around in like some bearskin bra and what the freaking, right? Like, what is it from the Game of Thrones? Like the wildlings from the Game of Thrones. Interesting. Okay. I just need to calm down. I need to calm down. Okay. Pile number 4. If you had this weird little tribal, I feel like it's like I feel like it's some kind of fertility statue or something. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. Pile number 4, let's get into your pile before I just lose my freaking mind. We have the mother. Oh, good. Something hopefully more grounded. The last pile. We have happy family, number 4. The mother is actually number 1. I love this. We have number 9, Cersei's nurture. Okay, definitely way more grounded than some of the last ones. The word, I like that a lot. We have Yo-Yo, defiance. We have Tiara, whack with humor. Lighthearted, yes. Nikki D, we have order. And we have trees. Okay, so pile number 4, it's so weird. I feel like the last pile was exuding masculine energy, okay? I feel like this is a complete 360. This is like the pile 3 was like the divine masculine more energy, like that savage, that, you know, kind of edgy, very, you know, what I was visualizing was very like Jason Momoa, and like, you know, very manly, very like strong. This is like complete opposite. This is like the divine feminine. This is like, the last one was the emperor, and this is the empress. This is so, the energy is just so much more calm, more nurturing, more warm even, and not in a way. This is warm and loving and understanding. This is, I mean, you have a pearl on the inside of this mother card, okay? It's like the mother pearl. This is somebody who is a total gem of a person. Not that the other ones weren't. Sorry, my lips are so dry. This person, it's just giving me Empress energy. Very creative, very nurturing. But there's a sense of, like, with the order here, there's a sense of structure and strictness to this person. This person probably has a lot of Cancer in their chart, or just could have just that they're very family oriented. I'm getting a very soft essence, but not a pushover. Do not mistaken this person. This person is not a pushover at all. This is a person that will want structure in a household, and they're empathetic, and they're like, this is the person that will, like, really, really put in a lot of effort to their family. Not that the other ones wouldn't, but this is, I'm just getting like badass mom that is extremely empathetic and compassionate. And this is really specific, and I'm just going to say it like it is. Extremely affectionate and compassionate in there for her family. But if you don't make your bed in the morning, so help you God, she's going to lay down some order and some law. And like, this is, she'll bake like 12 dozen brownies or cookies and stuff for your bake sale or the PTA, but if you miss curfew or if you're 10 minutes late, I pray for you. I pray for you. Because this is also, I'm just getting a really, like, the last reading was more, if I'm being honest, like it was just more masculine. This is a more feminine energy. It's softer and stuff, but at the same time, this person is not afraid to lay down some tough love and tell you about yourself when you are not being right or you need to get your shit together. That's the vibe I'm getting. Definitely heavy on water energy, like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like this person is like will give you the benefit of the doubt of telling the truth, but will know if you're lying immediately. You're not going to be able to get anything over on this person. They're going to see right through you, if I'm being honest. This person, like, just like wants the people around her to grow, or him to grow. This person, like, I just see growth. And I think that they give what they need for what that person needs at that time, because sometimes you need tough love and other times you just need a freaking hug, and this person understands when those things need to be, depending on the situation or a person, because like they're just very empathetic. They get it. Very in tune with the people that are around them. They're very protective. They strive to have a happy home, a well-organized home. This person's very organized, orderly. Somebody who will plan out the meals for the week. Very, very family-oriented. They could be very good with their words or the way that they put them. But this person strives for stability, like with the trees here. The trees are rooted, right? Trees also grow depending on what species they are. They grow in families, you know, so there's like 3 or 4, or they grow in families, and they want to, sometimes if one of the trees, those of you that don't know, if one of the trees aren't doing very well, the other trees will kind of grow. Like if one of the trees is kind of like limp or it's starting to become weak, the other trees will actually attach to it somehow to support it, which is fascinating. The trees that grow in, you know, chunks, like redwoods, they will grow in families and kind of just, you know, grow in little families. I also, with the mother, also Cersei's is it's all about not only growth, but it's about harvesting. It's about making sure everyone has more than enough, and making sure that the growth, and like this is a person who likes structure, and they like, you know, everyone to, I just feel like this is so different from the last. This is so divine feminine. This is like the mom's mom of people. And this could be, it could be a male too. I'm just getting more, if it is a male, this is like, it's a male that's not afraid to cry and show their emotion. And they like groundedness and stability, and their family. I mean, either person is, their family is everything. And they want, some of them want a really big family. Sorry, give me a minute. It's so different. All these energies are so different. This person might already have kids. It depends when you meet them. They definitely want kids or a family. If they can't have kids, you might have a lot of animals. Or they might want to adopt. Maybe getting fostering for some of them. This person has really kind eyes. They're not somebody who can hide their emotions either. They're kind of, it's like they're not going to be able to lie about the way that they feel. You'd be like, oh, they're in a bad mood. Or they're just going to be able to tell. They're very protective, though, over their family and over the people that are in their close. That's another thing. They're very protective. For the most part, this person has a very whimsical energy, too. They're very lighthearted. But like I said, they like order and they like structure. And they're not afraid to lay down some tough love if they need to. This person also, I feel like they like to storytell, or maybe that's what they do for a living. Some sort of storytelling, whether they're a writer. I'm getting like children's book writer or an inspirational writer, like maybe they've written like a self-help book, or they're trying to, or even like a cookbook or something. This person is very home oriented. So they like to garden. They like to put time and effort into their home and making sure that their home is like a safe, not only a safe haven, but it's efficient, it's organized, it runs well, it's comforting. This is the type of person that will always have something to offer somebody when they come over, even if they just stop over. They'll have like a coffee cake or something, just ready to whip out, or they'll whip up cookies in like 10 minutes or something. They're extremely welcoming and kind and caring, and I feel like this is the person that a lot of people rely on. They're a good friend. They're involved in the community. They care about the environment, and they want to make sure they definitely care about the environment. It's like there's a sense of magic about this person, and they kind of like, just if you're having a bad day or something and you come home, this person just kind of sprinkles their magic. And it's not so bad. I think they're very understanding. But like I said, this person will give some tough love if it needs to be had. I also think that the hands, like their hands are really soft or something. If it's masculine, I feel like they do some kind of like woodwork, or they might do like pottery or something. Because I'm seeing like a lot of work with the hands, like their hands. You might notice their hands a lot. Some of them might be like in massage or something like that. But this person has like a vibrance about them. They have like an aura that it just kind of lights. They can walk into a room where they can, like, they're rarely somebody who will let you know that they are having a bad day. They're kind of just going to keep it to themselves because they don't want to burden anybody. So let's get into some physical attributes. I feel like this person could have very full cheeks, or very high cheekbones, and really bright eyes, like really just bright eyes. as well as eyes that are kind of very warm and welcoming. I feel like this is the type of person when you're around them, they, if you're talking to them about something, they'll put their hand on your back or touch your hair, or they're very affectionate. This person will be the same age as you. Sorry, I'm just, it's such an energy shift because, and I'm trying to like, it's so different. Put together. They're very put together, always. I feel like even when they don't feel good, they're like, oh, I look like shit. And you're like, really? They're one of those people. And you're like, oh, really? Because when I look like shit, I don't look like that. When I don't feel well, I don't look like that. They could have tattoos or piercings, but I feel like it's not going to be in a place where you can see it. Because I do feel like this person, even though I feel like they're more grounded, but when they were younger, they could have been like a little bit of a wild child. They're hot as fuck. They have light hair. Like, I feel like they're more mellow now. They could be older than you. We have the same age as you. That's twice. So they could be the same age or older than you. What else about pile 4's person? Dark or tan skin. I feel like this person might even like jewelry or wear really cool jewelry. They have a casual style or casualty about them, just casual. I do feel like they like to dress up sometimes, and or they always have like really unique jewelry on. Broad shoulders for a man. They might have, if for a masculine, if they're kind of, they have broad shoulders. I feel like they have like a really good, if anybody ever watched Sex and the City, she would always say he has a really good nook, which is like when you lay, you know, kind of like here, and you're just like, oh, you kind of fit perfectly. That's what I'm getting. Sorry. Only some of you will know what I'm talking about. They have long hair. They could be average height. I don't know why I'm getting this person might have blue eyes. Captivating eyes. That came out in almost every pile. What else? Give me one more, and then we're gonna move on. No? Okay. All right, we're just gonna move on then. We're done. I also feel like this person could wear their hair, if they're a female, they could wear their hair different. And yeah, Cancer, look at that. It's soulmate. Confirmation. I think that they could wear their hair differently sometimes, and you're like, oh, it looks cute, your hair looks different, and you're like, oh, I just threw it up and it looks freaking amazing. Hidden emotions. This person, like I said before, they could hide their emotions. They won't let you know if they're having a bad day, or because they don't want to burden anybody. This person is cultured, so they could be well traveled or just really like culture. They're creative. What else can you tell us about pile 4 soulmate? Scorpio, protective. You could meet them in Scorpio season. Astral travel. You could have dreams about this person or feel like you have a higher level of knowing of them. Lots of lust. That came out on the last one too. I like that. Oh, Gemini. Some of them could be Gemini, or you can meet them in Gemini season. We also have, wow, astral travel twice in Leo. So you guys might have a really spiritual connection with them. You might feel like you've known them forever, or that you just have like a really twin flame. You have known them forever. Astral travel, it makes total sense. So I feel like you're already connected on the 5D. This person only has eyes for you and only wants you, and they're sensual as fuck. Yes. That makes sense. I felt that. Nurturing, sensual. Yeah, this person's definitely a lover. Many admirers. Came out the last one. Quiet at first and musical. Okay, so they could play an instrument. Let's get in raw love. I love that. Let's get into some tarot. What else can you tell us about this motherly person, this person that is so nurturing? What can you tell us? I feel like even when they have a casual style, they still look really cool. Like you're like, oh, that's casual. You look so put together. That's too many cards, but I'll take the top one. King of Cups. Yeah, I was saying that I felt like a, you know, that Cancer energy. Somebody who is very in check with their emotions, but feels them very deeply, very mature, calm, cool, collected. They have like a, with a sense of humor, I do think that they have like a little, I'm getting like a quirkiness. They probably say things that you wouldn't expect this person to say. I'm reading this upright even though it felt reverse, the higher font. So they definitely want like that long-term connection, that higher level of commitment and connection. Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Judgment. Oh my God. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. This is something that's substantial. This person is also going to be like a total gift when they come into your life. We have the Chariot. Wow. That's another major arcana. Show me one more before I put it off. The Sun. Ah! The Sun. One more. Why not? Why not? Too many. Tower wanted to come out. Yeah, the Sun is, this person is going to be extremely stable. We have Eight of Pentacles. You could meet them at work and they're going to be very protective. They're going to stand up for what they believe in. And that's what Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Don't fuck it up. I'm just kidding. I do think this is something, this person is going to, for a lot of you, this is going to be a different commitment and a different connection as to where this person is going to really understand you. They're just going to, and this is only going to be specific for some of you, if a lot of you didn't have a good family life growing up, this person is going to show you what like a stable home life, like a healthy, stable home life. They're gonna kind of, they're gonna like kind of open you up to that. They're gonna bring a lot of stability. This person is going to do what it takes to work really hard. Just to bring all this joy and peace and just like bliss. I do feel like a lot of you could have a child with this person in the future, but this person is going, this is not a person that's going to just give up when shit gets hard. They're going to go through those, like those hard times and those challenges and be like, this is what we have to do. We just have to face this and blah, blah, blah. And they have a very sunny disposition. Some of them might be like, we have Leo, Cancer. They might be Leo, Cancer cusp. But this person is really going to work really hard to create stability. And they're a person that will really fight for this connection and for their family. And I think, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a new beginning that the universe is, especially with the Hierophant and the Judgment. This is something that's you're meant to have and experience in your life. And it's going to bring you so much warmth and joy. Like just when I was feeling the energy at the beginning of the reading, you know, the Sun card is exactly that. It's warmth, it's joy, it's completion. It's just feeling like that happiness. It's also like the closing, it's enlightenment and kind of closing a cycle. And I don't mean this connection, it's just like you're feeling like this happiness, you know, and joy and fulfillment and bliss and just warmth. And just like this little girl is like, you know, like when you come home, male or female, if you were to have like a family, which this is a very strong, very, very strong commitment type of thing. And this, like when you come home, your home's going to be like a sanctuary, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm home. I mean, if you guys have kids or whatever, when they're younger, you might come home with some screaming kids, but there's going to be a sense of like warmth and joy to it. And this is the person that you are going to be able to kind of move past obstacles and come out, you know, just winning. And this is a person that's not going to give up on the connection. They definitely put their family first, and they're extremely nurturing and understanding. But like I said before, they're kind of a badass. They're not a pushover. They like structure and organization, and they just want to kind of bring the best out of the people that they love. It's a really beautiful energy. And I think that this is going to be something that kind of like is a rebirth in your own life, because you're like, oh, I never even saw this coming. But this is for you. This is divinely guided. So whether it's male or female, this person is just going to be a fucking light in your light and think the sun shines out your ass. And the thing is that the feeling is mutual. And there's a sense of like duality. There's a sense of just great stability, you know? Like this person is like your ride or die person. The person that's going to have your back. The person that is going to just make you feel so loved. And not like the other piles aren't. I'm just saying that I feel like a lot of you haven't had this yet. And you're going to get to experience it with this person. And some of you might even be, some of you might fight it at first, and it's because it's something you're not used to. And this is only a select few of you, because I'm only feeling it, but I have to say it. It's only because you're just not used to it. But it's really beautiful energy, and I think I'm just going to leave it there. So that is the reading. We are done here. If you want to find out more, book a reading with me. Follow me on TikTok. Leave a comment below what pile you like, if you resonated with any of them. And I think I'm just going to leave it here. I love you guys, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Bye.